Welcome, Miss Mariam, to Math Exhibition. We'll take little bit time to start as the members and students will join.
Okay, thank you for the invitation. Yeah, I'm working. I'm here.
All right. Thank you.
Dr. Nighat, shall I start? Mr. Bali, good morning, first of all. Welcome to our math exhibition.
Good morning, Sadwan. Good morning, Miss Mariam, Dr. Nikhat.
Statistics.
Good morning, Mr. Isai. How are we doing?
Good morning, Mr. Radwan. Good morning, everyone. Looking forward to this presentation. Thank you.
That will require you to study
For sure.
at the end of it in 11, but it's fine. I have some students there.
Good morning, Miss Vanessa.
Morning. Is something happening?
Yeah, we have a math exhibition, but we are waiting for like some parents that they join and the students.
Oh,
I
okay.
think within 2 to 3 minutes we'll start. Inshallah.
Okay.
So good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing well. So let's start now. This is uh, our math exhibition. I'm Mr. Radwan. Uh, our project today are for grade 9 boys section. So I have 4 projects. I want to present it, and I want to watch it. And if you please give like a reflection at the end, I appreciate this. And to start with, uh, let me start with Dr. Negad's speech for 1 to 2 minutes, and then we'll move to see our like students' presentations.
Good morning. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Dear students, teachers, SLTs, principal, HODs and parents. Welcome to Virtual Math Exhibition 2021. The goal of NAS Math Department is not to increase the amount of knowledge, but to create the possibilities for a child to invent and discover, to create men and women who are capable of doing new things. Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of mind to think. Children must be taught how to think, not what to think. This event provides the students the opportunity to showcase their creative abilities while reflecting the skills they learned during their math lessons. Good luck, students.
Thank you, Dr. Nighat. And before we starting, let me give you an overview about the topics. Uh, Topics are related to our real life, uh, like our real life example. You can see it in your real life. Like, for example, the tunnel. One of the group talked about the tunnel. You will see later on what kind of tunnel is this and how they model it at the end. Then you can see like an interesting and amazing project for that. Another topic like a projectile related to physics, linear motion, of course, as well as related to our physics, and one tunnel in the Dubai Mall Aquarium. You will see Abdul Aziz is presenting at the end, inshallah. So, as I mentioned at the beginning, our projects are related to our real life examples. Inshallah, you will enjoy it. Starting with Ali Ahmed Group. Let me present.
Hello students and teachers of New Academy School. I'm Ali Ahmed, and today I'll be representing my group in a project about the projectile motion. We'll start with a quick overview of what we'll be talking about today. In this presentation, we'll be going over projectile motion and its uses. We'll also talk about how to calculate its velocity as it moves through the air. And a quick description of a projectile. A projectile is any object thrown by exertion of force, can also be defined as any object launched into space and being allowed to move freely with the influence of gravity and air resistance. The projectile motion also has its purpose in real life. Every time a ball is shot in basketball or thrown in football, it's a projectile. As it moves through the air, it faces forces and is counted as a projectile. The most common form of projectiles in real life is a rocket. Rockets are propelled through the air through thrusters and turned into projectiles. During the motion of projectile, the x velocity is always constant and the y velocity is always going down, starting as a positive number and slowly moving down to negative until the projectile hits the ground. Let's have some quick formulas about projectile. To calculate horizontal velocity, it's the x velocity, it's the velocity times cos A, and for the vertical velocity, it's the velocity times sin A, and for the time of flight, it's 2 times velocity y over gravity, and for the range of the projectile, it's 2 times velocity x times velocity y over gravity. For the maximum height, it's velocity y squared over 2 times gravity. Projectiles are used all throughout our life and have many uses in real life. That's it for the presentation. Thank you for listening. I would like to thank our teachers at New Academy School, our math teachers, and Mr. Ravwan.
So this was the first project for Ahmed Ali Group. He's the leader. The leader is presenting in behalf of the team member. It's a group work at the end. They did an amazing job. They have now an idea about projectile, which is related to physics, and they gave us one real example, a rocket, as you can see, as you did see in the project. So moving to the second project, which is about the tunnel. So let me share. Stop presenting this.
Hello and welcome to my project. My project is about car tunnels. First thing is, what is a purpose of tunnels? A tunnel is a passage that runs underground or through something, like a train tunnel that cuts through a mountain. How to build a car tunnel? Tunnels are dug in types of materials varying from soft clays to hard rocks. Cut and cover tunnels are constructed in a shallow trench and then covered over. Bored tunnels are constructed in situ, without removing the ground above. Finally, a tube can be sunk into a body of water, which is called an immersed tunnel. Types of tunnels. The types of tunnels are cut and cover tunnels, constructed in a shallow trench and then covered over. bored tunnels constructed in situ without removing the ground above, immersed tube tunnels sunk into a body of water and laid on or buried just under its bed. Special new tunnels that could be the future. Yes, it is called boring tunnels under cities that self-driving electric cars will feel like warp drive. The entrepreneurs described the future in a tweet. Tunnels are the final piece along with electric vehicles and self-driving to complete Musk's green driverless urban transportation dream. Who invented tunnels? Mark Isambard Bruno. The famous tunnel built by Mark Isambard Bruno and his son Isambard Kingdom Bruno opened in 1843 was the first tunnel after Terelec traversing under a water body, and the first to be built using a tunneling shield. What is the longest tunnel in the world? Gotthard Base Tunnel. The Gotthard Base Tunnel is the world's biggest and deepest tunnel. It runs under the Swiss Alps between the town of Erstfeld in the north and Bodio in the south. The tunnel is 57 kilometers long and reaches a depth of 2,300 meters. What can we use tunnels for? We can use tunnels for aquariums, also for transportation, including road vehicles, trains, subways, and canals, and for conducting water and sewage. Here is a model of a car tunnel that one of the people of the project did. And thank you for seeing our project. Thank you for the parents and teachers and the students for watching. Thank you.
So this is the end of the second project, and student they talked about, or like Mohammed Suwaidi, he's like the leader of the second group in grade 9. He talked about the tunnel in general, and specifically they did the project about car tunnel. Okay, and some like information related to the longest tunnel, and even some facts, or like some facts related to the tunnel. And at the end, they did a model. To like they presented the last slide, if you saw it, and it's like two of the students, they did the model with like some materials from their home. It was a great job to do the model, to present it. So this is the second project for grade 9 voice section. If you have any reflection on the first two projects, let's divide them into two sections. First two projects and the second two projects. So, Mr. Isai, if you can reflect, if you would like to reflect on the first two projects.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Yes.
My reflection is just going to be in general. First of all, thank you for inviting me to these presentations. There is no doubt I learned so much it's giving me the opportunity to also understand what the students are learning in mathematics in high school. There's also no doubt from the projects that it's quite clear that the students are developing their critical thinking skills as well as their problem solving. I can see that having learned, like, for example, what can we use tunnels for? They are not just getting the knowledge so that they can just keep it with them, but it will help them solve future problems in life, especially when they become, like real mathematicians. So in addition to that, I can see both presentations, all students, the aspect that we are all crying for this day, which is social and emotional learning. I'm glad to see the confidence in the students as they speak, that ability to be able to do the public speaking. And not only that, I think Mr. Radwani was mentioning that some of the projects were teamwork. So also that ability to build the peer relations as well. I can say it's awesome. And all I can say is a great job. Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Teresa. Yeah, as I mentioned before, it was like a teamwork. Yeah, at the beginning, at the beginning of Ramadan, they even faced some problem on how we can contact each other, like all of us are at home, and with like some guidance and some instructions from the leader, he did a great job with like contacting the group member through or using Google Classroom and Google Drive and even the e-portfolio. So those three things, they contact each other, and they even did like this project after 5 phases, and starting from phase 1 till the last one. So yeah, the teamwork is shown clear in the video. Yeah, this is for the teamwork. So would you like Yahya Hassan, would you like to reflect?
No, Mr. I understood everything.
Any comment do you want to add it about the teamwork? Share your experience, like how did you share like the information or the part, and they combine it at the end. I think you did the presentation using Breezy website, isn't it?
Yes, my role was to combine the work of my students in my group. They all sent me their work, it's good, and understood it all as I put it in my presentation.
And what kind of website did you use it to create the presentation?
I used the presentation website, but they sent me as Google Docs, so it can be easy for me to put in the presentation.
So thank you, Yahya, and well done for that nice presentation. Now, moving to the next or to the third presentation, let me start share my screen.
Hello everybody, today I'm gonna present linear motion. Linear motion is the most basic of all motions. Uninterrupted objects will continue to move in a straight line indefinitely. Under everyday circumstances, gravity and friction conspire to bring objects to rest. The movement of any object depends on frequent questions. How far? How fast? What direction? Linear motion simply means motion in a straight line. or all parts of the body move the same distance in the same direction and at the same time. An example of linear motion is a train moving along a straight line. There are many types of linear motion, but the three major types of linear motions are constant velocity motion, uniformly accelerated linear motion, and free fall. The basic physics quantities used to describe the motion of an object are position, distance, displacement, speed, velocity, and acceleration. Here you can see the equation summary of linear motion, and here you can see the formulas. Now I'm going to introduce you to the parameters of linear functions. Linear functions are those whose graph is a straight line. A linear function has the following form: y equal fx equal a plus bx. A linear function has one independent variable and one dependent variable. The independent variable is x, and the dependent variable is y. Graphs of linear function. The blue line, y equal 1, 2x minus 3, and the red line, y equal negative x plus 5, are both linear functions. The blue line has a positive slope of 1, 2, and a y-intercept of negative 3. The red line has a negative slope of 1, and the y-intercept of 5. Thanks for listening. I hope you learned something new from our lesson, and I want to thank my fellow colleagues and
So that project was about linear motion. As you saw in the presentation. Now we'll move to the last project for today, and let me share it.
Presenting my group in the math project. So we're doing a project about the Aquarium Tunnel, and it's a tunnel that is 48 meter long, walk through tunnel at the Dubai Aquarium and the underwater zoo at Dubai Mall is an interesting way to be a part of the exciting world of marine life and capture them through your camera lens. The Aquarium Tunnel will be subject to massive pressures from iron rings to help to keep its shape. It has used up the entire supply of acrylic from 2 factories for a year. It's had to be precious manufactured in 4 massive pieces, and each giant piece weighs 32 tons and is extremely fragile. How did they adjust the tunnel? The first plan they did is to raise the tunnel and roll it along and place it in its position. The workers build up the support to level the jack before it inches up to take the weight of the tunnel. Then the crew spots that the tunnel is distorting under its weight. The pressure has forced the sides to curve. In word, if they set it down, now it will shatter or crash. Then they come up with a new idea to move the Aquarium Tunnel into a place in theory. how much can the tunnel or the tank hold? The Dubai Aquarium is credited to be the world's biggest indoor aquarium in its enormous tank, with the capacity to hold 10 million liters of water. The aquarium harbors more than 33,000 aquatic animals from over 200 species, such as sharks and other fishes. What makes the tunnel so special? The aquarium's acrylic panel weighing more than 2,045,000 kilograms, measuring 52.8 meters, 8.3 and 750 millimeter, was featured as the largest of its kind in the world in Guinness Book of World Records 2010 edition. In this project, we learned about some new website. They've made so much contact in the groups. We've distributed some work to make it easier for us. So we have made so much work for this project, and it was a bit hard in the beginning, but we've managed to make it easier after some time. So then we have learned about some websites to do for the presentation, which made it way easier for us to make the project. And we thank Mr. Radwan for this opportunity, because he's the one who made us learn about everything. And he's the one who taught us about this website.
So this is like that was the last project, which is talking about tunnel, aquarium tunnel, which is in Dubai Mall. Very interesting information that they were showing in the presentation. And yeah, at the beginning, in the first stage, we were like thinking about the topic, and honestly, we were discussing in the class, and one of the students in the class, he just mentioned this idea, and they all confirmed about that, and they, mashallah, did a great job at the end. So the opinion and the idea from themselves, and they also did a great job, like as he mentioned, like he faced up, like he was struggling at the beginning to contact with with the members, but at the end he found a way to solve this issue, and also they did a model, like a small model, using a bottle of like soft drink, and then they assumed, or like they have an idea how it looks from inside, how like it has like a circular shape. So now it's I'm fine with the reflection. Would you like Miss Vanessa to add something?
I just wrote my reflection, but I'm quite impressed with the boys. They did a brilliant job, especially on tunnels. I was very impressed. I actually enjoyed it, and I learned a few things. The last one was, I think, the best of the lot. You must congratulate your boys from me.
Thank you, Ms. Vanessa. Dr. Wahida, if you want to share something.
Yes, first of all, thank you so much, Dr. Nikat, for inviting me. And thank you so much, Mr. Radwan, for working with these boys. You know, we can see the difference, how they were last year and how well they have improved in their language proficiency and presentation. We know last year how they performed. So especially this grade 9, when we compare grade 8 and grade 9, lot of improvement is there, and it is closely showing the cross-curricular integration, like how the mathematics and physics in linear motion, when he was explained how velocity, displacement, speed, and the movement, the straight line, linear motion in straight line, all these things, it's closely related. So I'm very happy to attend this function, okay, this exhibition, and all of them have done well, because we need to check their level, how they have shown the improvement, and they have worked well. Congratulations, and thank you so much. Yeah, well done, well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wahida. Yeah, actually, you are correct when, for sure, they are progressing like from time to time. This is not like Abdul Aziz from the beginning of this year, but Alhamdulillah, they did a great job. And as I told them from the beginning, the idea from Math Exhibition is not like the topics itself only. No, it's like a skills. At the end, we are teaching them skills, preparing them for the life, for university. And even this Prezi website, I told them, like I finished my master studies with like using Prezi website. So if you learn it from now, it would be more like you have like more experience when you enter the university, and even you will use it.
Yes, they showed everything, the application. They just represented all application skills. So it's a great. Yes.
Even like recording some videos, how they can search, even citation. I told them, yeah, they have an idea about what is citation, what does it mean, how they can like give reference for any website that they have talked like take some information. So yeah, actually they are showing some progress regarding to like the beginning of this year. Thank you, Ms. Wahida, for like.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Mr. Isai, if you would like to add something for the last project.
Yes, project. Yes. Once again, I marveled by the ability of the students to stand up and be so confident speaking up. There is no doubt that we are going to be so proud of our students when they leave New Academy School. You have done well, Mr. Watawan, and all the math teachers and math department. And especially for the students. I mean, this, what you have given them is not just learning knowledge, but you have given them the skills that are which will make them be ready when they go to university, in their careers as well. And more so, these presentations, this exhibition in particular, it's teaching us that our students are going to be ready for life. They are not just learning for the sake of passing the exam, but their ability to connect what they have learned with things that are going on in the environment is actually something that is very commendable. So keep up the good work, and yeah, basically, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Isai, for your reflection. Thank you, everyone, for your listening. Even I appreciate your attendance here, and I want just to inform you that tomorrow we have a grade 10 presentation. You will enjoy it more than grade 9, of course. They have they did like an amazing job. Okay, and the topics are very interesting tomorrow, related to bridges, all the topics related to engineering. As you know, I graduated as a civil engineer, and I tried my best to give them at least some opinions or some view about engineering. And they a lot of students they really like the engineering topics, and they have now and ideas about like how the tower is standing on, how Burj Khalifa is like 1 kilometer above the ground, and like if there is any earthquake, it will not fall. So what is the idea? So now they go deep about like some piles, and even that project was for grade 9B.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ridwan, and thanks for all the students. They really did amazing job, and I would like to thanks to everyone. Those are here, Miss Saliha, Miss Teresa, Dr. Wahida, Miss Vanessa, and the others. Those already joined, but they have classes to their left. And thank you very much for your feedback, Mr. Ridwan, and thanks everyone. And really, this was great journey. I have seen from the first day, Mr. Ridwan and the student, they are working hard to research first, and then they explore their ideas and they build their project. So this was depth of understanding, and Dr. Wahida will be agree with me because this is linked to physics also. Yes, Dr. Wahida, and I think it's written somewhere in her feedback also. So all these projects were amazing. Dr. Wahida, would you like to say something?
Yeah, you left in between. I already shared my feedback. Yes, it is closely related to physics, because in his explanation and the students, when they explained the linear motion, I was thinking, oh, this is physics. I felt like that. So it's a very close connection, cross-curricular link between mathematics and physics. Yes, already I mentioned.
Thank you very much, Dr. Veda. Mistress, hi, you are here. Would you like to say something? Because I know since
Dr.
long
Nugget,
time you are here.
She already shared her reflection, Mr. Said and Dr. Wahida. I think the left is Ms.
Okay, yeah. Maybe my link was dropped, so I just rejoined. Okay, then thank you everyone. Mr. Ridwan, would you like to say something?
Yeah, I would like to say thank you, Dr. Nagat, to give us this opportunity to give like some skills, to teach them skills, teach students those skills. Thank you for your support all the time, starting from before Ramadan and all the time, mashallah, following
Most
us
welcome.
on phase by phase. We finished 5 phases at the end. Alhamdulillah, this is like, that was a great job from the student. Thank you, Dr. Nagat, for your support all the time.
Most welcome, most welcome.
So this is the end. Thank you, Dr. Wahida. This is the end of like our.
Thank you. Most welcome. Thank you so much for inviting once again, Dr. Nikat. And thank you, Mr. Ridwan, for your effort with the students. Without the teachers' effort, this will not be
Yes, true.
you know,
True.
the how they presented. I'm really grateful. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much and have a great day.
Okay, everyone, goodbye.
Bye bye.